In the Eastern Roman Empire, all roads led to Constantinople. The name has changed, and we see transportation is different, but the procession has remained the same. Jets from across the world converge here, now the modern city of Istanbul. We find it is no longer an eastern land of dark mystery and veiled intrigue. For Turkey today, the crossroads between Europe, the Middle East, and Asia, is a major nation in the Western world. Walking through the old city, we're dazzled by the splendid architecture. Their ornate designs even extend to the sidewalk shine boxes. "1,600 years a metropolis, a longer time than any other city. Istanbul is adorned with spectacular structures like the Blue Mosque, which to us represents a Turkish masterpiece with its majestic domes and graceful minarets. The St. Sophia Museum was built originally as a church in 347 AD. The Suleymaniye Mosque was constructed in the 16th century. This up-to-date hotel, which seemed to us almost out of place among the old world structures, provides a setting for a Turkish fashion show. This is the Turkish dress of the past. Even the latest design shows the classical influence. Here we see the new and old styles are brought together. Then, we stayed up late to observe another side of the Turkey scene. Imagine youth festivals like this taking place all over the country at the same time. This is the picture, they told us, every May 19th, when an important milestone in the history of the Republic is celebrated by a National Youth and Sports Day. Claiming thousands of enthusiasts in Turkey, gymnastic clubs are organized throughout the nation. This phenomenal tower is constructed by men of the Navy. Ferry boating represents a vital factor in Istanbul, providing the link between the parts of Turkey and Europe and Asia, which are separated by a colorful waterway. Along the northeastern waterway, called the Bosporus, we see the traces of the many cultures that have molded their life: Greek, Roman, and Turkish. We can see Asia on one bank, Europe on the other. This old Dolmabahce Palace of the Sultans is now a national museum, where we can walk for miles, it seems, through the spacious halls. On the palace grounds is the mosque of the ancient sultans. In Asia, Beylerbeyi Palace, built for the Empress Eugenie. And at the narrowest point of the Bosporus stands the Castle of Europe. The ferries and steamers also carry us to famed vacation resorts on islands in the Sea of Marmara, a part of the Straits. A romantic escape today, as they were many years ago, the Prince's Islands offer a unique background for a holiday. No cars are allowed on this island. We either ride a bike or catch a carriage. But the slow tempo is part of the pleasure during these hurried times. It affords us more enjoyment of the countryside. With the Sea of Marmara surrounding us, There's an adventure in dining at the resort hotels, an almost unlimited challenge to us amateur gourmets. Mussel soup and shish kebab, wonderful seafood and rice dishes, stuffed vegetables, grilled swordfish, and delicate pastries. Another sign of the past is a traditional Turkish folk dance. The Turks have always been famous for textiles. They make rugs using fine, soft wool dyed with vegetable matter. Since they weave with different techniques, experts can trace their geographical origins by the workmanship. The Ottoman Turks believed that every man, even the highest ruler, should be a master of some craft. The old skills are still apparent today in their fine copperware. Historical background is surely one of the components of Turkey's lure, which reaches the imagination in the ancient ruins such as these at Bergama. For more than 11 centuries, from its second founding by Constantine the Great in 328 AD to its capture 500 years later by Mehmet the Conqueror, Constantinople was the most important city in the world. The relics of Ephes also recall the Dark Ages, when here was the center of Greek culture and scholarship, which carried the lamp of learning. Its capture by the Ottoman Turks dispersed Greek culture throughout Europe to help start the Renaissance, while Turkish influence added new glamour, superimposed upon the old. In the same period of these ruins, we watched the spectacle of the sword and shield. Classed as a dance, it resembles open warfare, and a miscalculation could result in serious injury. The old Ottoman Empire even made contributions to music, offering the new sounds and tempo of percussion, the crash of cymbals, the thunder of kettle drums, and the tinkle of bells. We can understand how their stirring military band, the first in Europe, caught the fancy of Beethoven, Mozart, and Haydn, supplying a dash of percussion to their immortal creations. Costumed in uniforms of the past, the military band today plays to stir a feeling for democracy. Situated in the East, it is in tempo with the West, and in our assignment Turkey, we found it to be a strong, democratic nation where freedom rings.